This is the home screen for our budget tracking app. This is also the screen that the user will see upon opening the app. On this screen, you have two buttons on top, an Add Goal button and an Add Transaction button. And below them, you have a brief summary for your transactions for the day and your most recent budget goal. To add a transaction, you click on Add Transaction button and a pop-up with two more buttons appear. You can either add a spent money transaction or an earned money transaction. To add a spent money transaction, you click on the Spent Money button and you're greeted with a pop-up. You can add a name, the amount of money you spent for the transaction, and also you have the option to tie it to a particular budget. To save this transaction, you click on Confirm and the pop-up dismisses itself, taking you back to the home screen. To add an Earn Money transaction, you click on the Earn Money button and you're greeted with another pop-up which helps you add that particular transaction. You can again add a name, the amount of money you earned, and also tie it to a savings goal. To add this transaction, click on Confirm and the pop-up will dismiss itself and again take you back to the home screen. This is the social screen for our budget tracking app. To get here, you can click on the Social tab on the left side pane. Once the view for social appears, you will see two tabs on top, the Feed and the My Post tab. The Feed tab shows you a list of all the posts you and your friends have made in a chronological order. Each post will show you the name, avatar, and a quote for their achievements. The user could also make a post by clicking on the text box under the feed. After writing a post, you can submit it by clicking on the Submit button to the right of the text box. Now coming to the My Post tab. After clicking on the My Post tab, you will be taken to a screen where you see all your posts in a chronological order. The posts have the same contents, which is your avatar, your name, and the quote that you wrote for that particular post. You can also write a post by clicking on the text box under My Post and submit it by clicking on the Submit button to the right. This is the transaction screen for our budget tracking app. You can get here by clicking on the transaction option on the left side pane. Once you're here, you'll be able to see an Add Transaction button and a list of all your previous transactions below that. To add a transaction, you can click on the Add Transaction button and you will go through the process of adding a transaction just like you did on the home screen. On the list below, you have three attributes: name, amount, and date. If the amount for a particular transaction is negative, that means you've spent that amount of money on that particular transaction. And if it is positive, that means you've earned that much money for that particular transaction. And the dates tell you the day on which the transaction was created.